You're perfect right there.
Is the camera rolling?
We're live.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah and I am Brooke's best friend. And I'm here today to share in Brooke and John's special day. When Brooke and I first met 8 years ago, I knew we'd be best friends for life, and I'm so proud to be standing up here for her today. When Brooke first introduced me to John, I knew he was the one for her. Thank you, John, for taking care of my best friend. Thank you for treating her the way that she deserves. And thank you for recognizing that I am the best friend and I'm not going anywhere. Never. But you both were made for each other, and you make each other better. So here's some marriage advice, which I know nothing about because I'm not married, but my mom and Google does. So remember that it takes two people to be in this marriage who need to be present each and every day to stand up for each other and love each other. There are going to be hard days and there are going to be worse days, but no matter what, always look next to you and remember who's standing beside you. So to the bride and groom, with all my love and blessings. Okay.
Okay, I know we got somebody else. Let me check the list here. Who are we missing right now? We've been missing Father of the groom, Brad. Hey! There he is. Oh, I need to read this. So. Need two hands. First of all, Brooke and John, this has been a great, beautiful day. John's handsome, but Brooke, she's so beautiful. Wow. What a beautiful couple. And so I asked myself the following questions. Well, what does the following things have in common? A snail, a three-toed sloth, molasses, and paint drying. These are all things that are faster than their engagement. They were engaged for over 2 years, I think. Is that right? So I think I can speak for all of your parents that it's about time. Speaking of your parents, I asked them to, or all of us came up with what we think, a few words of what we think to describe Brooke and John. And first of all, one of us said John is hardworking, ambitious, athletic, and handsome. John is loyal, driven, a good soul, and easygoing. John is funny, kind-hearted to everyone, and a smart entrepreneur. And John is kind, respectful, and patient. Kind of sounds like a Boy Scout, right? All right, correct. Brooke, on the other hand, is sweet, athletic, and beautiful. Brooke is a leader, smart, beautiful, and kind. Brooke is beautiful again, a sweet spirit and loving. And Brooke is driven, thoughtful, and loving. So if I count right, there's 2 sweets, 3 beautifuls, and 2 lovings, which John didn't have any of that. But both Brooke and John are caring and think of others before themselves. These two are just amazing, wonderful people. Brooke, I'm so glad that you're with John and part of our family now. It makes me wonder, what if? So, what if John had, or let me tell you first, John was born in Northern Virginia and then grew up for quite a while in Arizona. That's about 2,000 miles away from here. Brooke, on the other hand, lived in Georgia and then up in Washington, about 2,400 miles away. So what if John had not moved back east and eventually gone to college in Jacksonville, Florida? And what if Brooke's family had not moved to Florida and she had not gone to the college where John was playing basketball and then playing softball herself? What if they were not both athletic and didn't become each other's biggest fans? What if? Some may call this all a coincidence and others fate. I call it a miracle because from thousands of miles apart and among millions of other people, John and Brooke found each other, and they have been inseparable ever since. One of my all-time favorite movies is Nicholas Nickleby, based on the book written by Charles Dickens. At the end of the movie is a quote that says, "Happiness is a gift, and the trick is not to expect it, but to delight in it when it comes, and to add to other people's store of it." And John and Brooke, through your marriage today, you have brought happiness not only to yourselves, but to all of those that admire and love you here. I will conclude just by saying, I wish you continued happiness throughout the rest of your lives. To the bride and groom.
All right, where's our father of the bride? There he is. Woo, sharp looking. Come here.
Well, that's a tough follow. Nice little Brian. So first, I want to thank all of you for coming. Some of you traveled from very, very far away. Seattle, Washington, Pennsylvania, Utah, California. We're just honored to have you all here first. Beautiful venue. Thank you, Jade. Y'all did great. But this is a tough day for me, right? Like no dad ever envisions seeing their 8-year-old daughter get married. And she's still 8 right here. She's still 8 years old, just knees and elbows. Lion's mane of blonde bouncy curls. 8-year-old on the playground doing pull-ups while the kids are playing in the dirt. The 8-year-old doing push-ups in front of my soldiers when I was a drill sergeant with better form than most of them. So yeah, it's tough seeing your 8-year-old get married. And I also dislike this whole phrase of giving away the bride, for I have not given up anything. I gained another son, right? So I remember the first time I got to meet John. Brooke had asked if this gentleman named John could come home from college and join us for Thanksgiving. And keep in mind, I had never met John. So I was apprehensive, right? But I've always trusted Brooke's judgment. Still correct. So as Brooke and I drove to go pick up John and he was approaching the truck, I remember thinking to myself, if this goes sideways, I'm like, my hands full. He has a decided reach advantage on me. So there was that. Over the past 4+ years, I've learned that it's not going to go sideways. John is he's a fantastic young man, kind, respectful, patient, and that's a credit to all of you. All of you had a hand in that. John family, thank you. I could not have asked for a better young man to marry my daughter. So, real quick, I have a couple words of advice. John already knows these, but I'm gonna throw it out there. Keep snacks on you. Don't let her get hangry, right? Because you will regret that. Also, do not wake her up early or abruptly. You will quickly regret that. Seriously, for the two of you, be each other's best friend. Always. Never be afraid to show your affection. Put your arm around each other, hold each other's hands, give each other a kiss. Never go to bed angry. Talk it out. We can re-engage this conversation tomorrow. Don't go to bed angry. And always say, I love you. I love you guys.
Very good, Dan. Let's give it up for Father of the Bride, huh? Father of the Groom, that was amazing. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump back